Okay, YouTube. The first thing we'd like to say today is to send our condolences to the people of New Jersey.
Yeah.
We just saw the vote and the rather disgusting applause that took place after gay marriage was shot down in New Jersey.
Yeah, it was pretty pathetic.
So, yeah.
I mean, it's one thing to vote against gay rights. It's another thing to cheer, when you've taken away a right from somebody.
Yeah.
So I think that was kind of sickening.
But, meanwhile, while America is standing still...
Once again, Europe's leading the way when it comes to equality. Portugal is in the process right now, as we speak, getting ready to put up a gay marriage bill. And from what everybody's saying is it has no problem passing, and the president should be signing it into law tomorrow. So if that happens, congratulations, Portugal. You're the 8th country in the world to now legally have gay marriage. And so we want to thank you, and hopefully we'll be visiting your shore someday.
Yep.
Okay. So you had an announcement, right? What's your announcement?
It's almost my birthday.
Oh my goodness!
How old are you gonna be?
5.
5. And Daddy Brian, do you think? Okay. Do you think you'll ever be able to forget that her birthday's coming up?
No, because we hear about it every
day.
And I'm gonna help Daddy Brian hand out the invitations because I helped him. I watched him write the invitations.
The invitations, yeah.
And I hand him the invitations, and I hand him the envelope.
You have a big party, huh?
And guess what? I'm having my party at the jumping house.
You're awful quiet down here. How are you doing?
Good.
Yeah, you doing okay?
Yeah. And guess what? I'm having my big girl tooth right here.
Okay, so Daniel, what episode is this?
Episode 8.
Episode 8 of Ask a Gay Family. And we've got 2 really good questions. So I'll let Brian lead it off with the first question.
Okay, our first question actually has been asked by a lot of people.
Yeah, lots of people.
Today, Brad Froner brings us... Go, Brad.
Hey YouTube, this is Brad Froner, and I have a quick question for Det Fox, Brian and Jay. As you guys know, I had gone on one of my second dates, and I had told you that I am cool with P.D.A. so far, or it hasn't fazed me yet, and I was just curious how you guys have dealt with your P.D.A. in public, and if you have, what are the kind of negative comments that you guys have gotten, and as far as P.D.A. in front of the kids, how well do you guys maintain it? But anyway, I would love to hear what you guys, or how you guys handle that. And Feliz Navidad.
Nice Santa hat.
Okay, Brad Froner basically asks, how do we handle PDAs?
Brian doesn't do well with PDAs. So why is it you don't do well with PDAs?
I do good with art.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a generational thing for me. Maybe it's the family that I come from.
Maybe it's he's a big coward.
Well, no, it's the way I was raised. You know, regardless of what Jay and I do here at home or even in front of the camera, I mean, even my own parents didn't do a lot of hold-handing and kissing in public and stuff. So it's just kind of where I come from. And in my day, any hint that you were gay was enough to get you beaten up.
Yeah, but you know what? Brian does it to the extremes. We could be in the Castro where it's all gay people and he won't hold my hand. I mean, he really is a coward when it comes to being...
I will.
Seriously. I know you hold my hand all the time. Huh? When it comes to being public displays of affection, he really, I mean, we could be in a gay bar and it freaks him out. So I think it's, I have no problem with it. I would kiss Brian anywhere. I'd kiss him in the most conservative red state.
Okay, so yeah, basically we've established that I'm not very good with PDAs. I'm very proud of my family. There's nothing that would make me in any way feel like I wouldn't want to express affection to my husband or to my family in public. I'm just a big chicken that way, but I am getting better.
A chicken?
He's a chicken. Does he make a good chicken?
He's a daddy chicken.
He's a daddy chicken?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can't help it. I'm on the lookout for the bad guys.
So, like I said, once again, I mean, I
He's the
encourage
one.
people to do PDAs, public displays of affection. Just do it in reasonable places. I mean, don't put yourself in a position where you're going to be put in danger, which kind of leads us to our second question.
He's the police officer.
Okay, I'm not sure if I'm going to pronounce this correctly, but Ginkanar, which his real name is Nick.
Hey, Nick.
My question is, if you were in town or in a city or some kind of event with your kids and someone started to make homophobic remarks or insult you in the presence of your kids, what would you do? And in case they would get aggressive or even physical, what would you do? So that was my question. See you later.
First off, that's never happened. So we've never been put in a place where we live in a pretty progressive area where, you know, I don't necessarily think a lot of people know that we're a couple when we're out and about with just us. So we've never been put in a position where people have called us names or, well, I lied. Prop 8, when we were doing Prop 8, we had some people say some pretty nasty things.
Yeah, but we had to be holding a big gay marriage sign for it to happen.
Yeah.
The rule of thumb is, I mean, if you're directing it at us, we can shrug that off. That's no big deal. But when you go and attack the kids, that's a whole different thing, and you better have brought it.
How would you guys feel if somebody called us some names if we were out in public? And they called me and Daddy Brian names.
Mad, sad.
Mad and sad? Yeah. How would you feel? If somebody called us some names, would you get mad, or how do you think you'd feel about it?
I just run away.
You'd run away?
Oh.
You'd go away? Yeah. I think in that's a scenario we probably would not be confrontational because we have our kids with us. I don't know that we would put the kids in any type of danger or put them in a place where, you know, they could possibly be hurt.
That would
So-
remind me of the dog that was trying to get Jedi.
Yeah, that dog. We had to leave real quick. Yeah. So I don't know that, you know, on to the second part of the question, if anybody ever got physically aggressive with us, we've already talked about this, and we've got a plan in place. And I think most families, no matter whether you're gay, straight, interracial, you know, lesbian couples, kids, no kids, everybody should have a plan in case you're ever put in a position where you come across somebody who's violent or aggressive. And as you all know, I'm a police officer, and I do carry my weapon from time to time, and I am trained in you know,
Hand-to-hand.
hand-to-hand combat, which I do that twice a year. So we've always talked about it. If that scenario ever occurs, the most important thing is our kids. So in a scenario where somebody was
He's
aggressive,
taller than me.
he is taller. If anybody ever aggressively attacked us, I would have Brian take the kids, remove the kids from the situation, and then I would deal with those people or a person. We've talked about Brian removing the kids back to the vehicle or to a safe public place, and then calling 911 and getting me assistance in that way. I would hate to put my kids or Brian in danger in that type of a scenario. But I think it's really important that people talk about that and pre-plan those type of things before it happens.
And it's kind of it's a nerve-wracking situation because you want to help.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to think that he's getting hurt by somebody and I can't assist them.
Yeah.
It's even worse to think, though, that both of us get out of commission and the kids have no line of defense.
Yeah. And I think the kids are more important in that scenario than anybody else at that time.
So,
You know.
hopefully there's an option C, but...
Yeah. Kind of a side question here. We've been getting a lot of questions lately from fellow YouTubers that ask us about how we deal with all the negative comments we get on our videos. And I'm not sure that a lot of people see that because sometimes we delete them, especially if they attack the kids. But, you know, we get all kinds of negative comments. We get it from gay people, from straight people, from Christians, from atheists, from, I mean, all types of life and all people.
Domino!
You know, I think sometimes you just have to take it with a grain of salt. You have to understand that the people who are making those type of statements, there's something about them that's wrong. They're either unhappy, you know, they're looking for something that they haven't found yet in life, and they're lashing out at people. So I try not to take them personal. I mean, it's hard sometimes. It's really hard when we get it from gay people. I mean, we've been called mainstreamers and diaper sniffers and...
Hey!
Yeah. Have I ever sniffed your diaper?
No.
No. Did I ever sniff your diaper?
No.
So we've been called quite a few names from gay people, and I think those hurt more than when it's from homophobic straight people.
Yeah, because you don't expect it, you know, from gay people. You do from religious people and whatnot, but...
And you tend to take it a little bit more personal than I do when it comes from those type of comments. Is there a reason why you take it more personal?
I guess Because I didn't have the realization that we as gay people come from all walks of life, and we're not necessarily going to see eye to eye. You know, I had to let that illusion go a little bit.
It's hard though. I mean, it's hard when you feel like you're doing these types of videos in order to support gay people in general, and give gay people, you know, lots of options in life, whether it's marriage, being single, being Christian, being atheist. We believe that everybody has a right to make their own decisions in life, and when those same people we're fighting for lash out at us, it can be kind of disheartening.
Just because we're advocating for marriage does not mean that we're not also advocating for other rights that other people also find important.
The right not to marry. You know, the right not to be a mainstreamer.
The right not to believe in anything you don't want to believe in.
Yeah. So, on that note, before this video is 20 minutes, we want to wrap this up by saying one more week left until we have to make our big gay camping trip reservation at Yosemite National Park. So as of now, we only have a few.
I get to bring my puppet show I got from Christmas.
Oh, I don't know about that. We'll see. We only have a few confirmed people. So if you do want to go, I kind of need to know by Thursday because I'm going to have to decide on how many campgrounds I reserve. If you're still up in the air, let us know and we'll try to figure it out. Send us an email with your phone number and I'll give you a call. We can talk about it a little bit. And on that note, bye YouTube!
Bye!
I will get.
Say bye! Say bye! Say bye! Say bye! Say bye! Say bye! Say bye!
Bye, YouTube!